No, I've only been doing this at least a year.
Okay.
So like every month, come out.
I'm recording, just so you know.
Oh,
You don't have to be in it.
yeah. I think they're doing it from 10 to 12 or something.
Okay.
Everybody comes up, they line up.
What's caused this need? Do you know what caused it?
Part of Feeding Tampa Bay, trying to just help people who have a need for food, that kind of thing.
You know what? I'm looking at the political climate of what's going on in Florida,
Okay.
and I'm running these stories about what's happening. Not my own opinion, but what the people think. What do you think currently about like Ron Desantis and these guys?
Oh man, I think he's
In relation to, just what's going on political. Do you mind being on camera?
no, but
Okay, great.
I just think DeSantis is he's following the footsteps of Trump. I think if it comes to a runoff between Republicans, it'll be him and Trump trying to run for the presidency again. I don't know why he's fighting Disney, stuff like that.
Yeah. There's a lot of talks about Disney fights.
Yeah, he's picking fights that don't need to be picked. It's just a nightmare. Time will tell what's going to happen.
How is it impacting your life? What DeSantis is doing? How is it immediately impacting? I'm not trying to hold up your.
No.
Right.
He's not. As far as I'm concerned, he's not helping me or benefiting me. I consider myself to be a moderate. I'm not. For me, the candidate. I want a candidate that's going to do the best for me. But I want somebody that is going to do right. He's kind of radical.
Right. Why would you say that?
Why is he radical?
Yeah. I just want your opinion.
Some of his policies and so forth. I mean, they turned back Roe v. Wade. Which I think is just a travesty. But his politics in general, he's just radical. He's very right wing.
Right.
That's not good for me.
How is it
I'm a
impacting your
minority.
life directly? Is what I'm saying.
Directly.
Or other people? It's impacting other people. That's impacting you.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, the fact his policies and whatnot for me aren't, I say, minority positive.
Yeah.
That's
been talked about too.
I mean, I'm originally from up north and whatnot. And when I came down to Florida, I was a little bit surprised.
Yeah.
Florida is still a southern state.
The SB17, SB17. To me, it sounds like set you back to 1718. The immigration bill. It's not trying to be funny, but it's serious. It's impacting a lot of people. Because SB, what does that say? Okay, Senate bill. But to me, it's like set you back to 1718.
I like that, SB.
You get what I'm saying? SB.
You got a point there. And like I say, this whole make America great again.
Right.
Well, make it great for who?
For who? Right,
because if you wanted to roll back history to
1718.
right. Well, it was great for you guys because you're profiting off the labor of minorities and that
Immigrants in general.
Exactly.
Right.
So.
Did you see the Senate bill? Have you read it or?
No, I haven't heard about it, but I haven't read it whatnot.
Yeah, I strongly suggest you look at it, man. It's directly geared. When you read it, you got to be Stevie Wonder to Ken. Even Stevie Wonder could see that it's directly geared towards minorities. It's targeting minorities and a specific, I would say, immigrant group of immigrants. That's what I see. It's not my opinion. That's
Okay.
what I see.
Okay.
On the bill.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. It's just that I remember when he ran against the former governor, and I was thinking, okay, well maybe we can get DeSantis out of here, but it didn't work out that way, and I think everything he's doing is gearing himself for a presidential run.
Right, but do you think he would be a good president for the U.S.?
Heck no. Are you kidding, man? He's in the vein of Trump. Matter of fact, he might be worse in a lot of ways.
Right, but Trump said he's not a loyal man. That's what he tweeted.
That's what Trump said?
Yeah, because Trump said he endorsed him so he could win the governor, and then Trump tweeted, and this is public information, and said, loyalty runs deep because its polls numbers are going down. DeSantis, right.
Well, Trump basically is for himself. Anybody that opposes Trump in any kind of way, all of a sudden, if you're not toting his line, then you're against him. And that's everybody, from Pence to, Trump is just, I said this, I want you to do this, and if you don't, then you're against me.
Right.
I one day, and if you disagree with what I say or don't go along with what I want, then you're my enemy.
Right.
So,
but is there anything good you could say about DeSantis, or is just all bad stuff?
No, when he became governor, I kind of was like, okay, let's see what he does. But no, it seems like his philosophy has gotten even more right wing, and it's just not good for me.
Well, some people say the law is the law. Leave him, let him do his job, whatever, this, that, whatever, third. What you got to say about it?
Yeah, but here's the thing. Okay, the law is the law, but doesn't mean that every law is a good law or the right law.
Right.
Okay. Yes, law has been legislated, but doesn't mean that it's morally right or if it's good for
the people.
All the people.
All the people.
Okay. When you start having political climates and it benefits one group over another.
People, yeah.
That's
a problem.
You have a problem.
In any society, not
any,
just
any society.
Any
because
society.
Then you start having discord, and in this country, the way things are, we really need. And I know there's always going to be political and cultural differences.
I'm non-political, just so you know, but I like the facts.
Yeah, but here's the thing. As a country, we're supposed to be the melting pot. Let's get it all together. We're supposed to work together. Why are you having political issues that separate people?
Right.
Let's come together, because and the bottom line is we all bleed red. We all want to do the best for our family, the best as we can.
Exactly.
So,
Now, the LGBT community, they seem to be coming under a lot of pressure from DeSantis. It's public information, man. This is not a hidden thing. LGBT, they're considered minority group also. People of color. So it seemed like it's just specifically targeting a certain group of people within society.
Well, once again, that's kind of a, like I say, right-wing thing.
Right-wing thing.
They're always pro-corporate,
business owner, pro this, pro that.
And of course, America basically. I mean, you're talking about white businessmen basically versus everybody else.
Yes.
Okay. And
men or women or just white business people is what you would say that he's catering to.
Exactly.
Okay.
And the thing is, America was made off of the labor and backs of
minority people, blacks,
white,
immigrants,
Asian, whatever you want to say. And those who have the money are trying to keep the money and the power.
Right.
Okay. In 20 years or so, all the minorities here, we will be a majority, and the power base does not want to see that change. They don't mind that.
Why do you think so?
Why do I think so?
Yeah.
Because power always wants to keep power. Money always wants to keep money.
No, I'm saying, why do you think the minorities are going to take over or be the majority group?
Well,
numbers-wise.
Okay, numbers-wise they will. But, of course, politically you have to move into office where you can make a change financially and legislation-wise.
Yeah.
People who are in power want to keep the power so they can make legislation that benefits them. Okay, and what we need to do is be able to have a difference in thinking in office.
Right.
But politically, government gets hamstrung anyway because it's kind of a
double-edged sword.
Yeah, it's a rat race. You get in there, backdoor deals going on. You gotta get along.
Go along to get along.
Exactly. So it's kind of like no matter who's in there, you got to play the game a little bit.
Yeah.
Some are better than others as far as being able to benefit certain groups and whatnot. But the bottom line is, for the most part, let's try to benefit everybody.
Everybody. At least something. I mean, that's the humane way to look at things, but I guess not everyone is humane. What would you like to see as far as the governance of Florida, as far as that is concerned? What would you like to see?
Well, of course, anything as far as job formation, just equity, just general equity. Nowadays you see a lot of videos and whatnot where you have discrimination by council officers and whatnot, profiling and whatnot. There's a lot of people out here that get pulled over for nothing.
Targeting one specific group of people.
Exactly, and racism is a learned thing. When we, because if you look at kids, very young kids out in the play yard, they don't care.
No.
They don't play with anybody, white, black, Asian. We just having fun as
Precisely,
kids.
right.
But you learn those things from your parents and whatnot to hate, and there's something that.
So you would say that racism is playing a factor in all the political stuff that's going on?
I think it's always. I mean, look at if you look at some of the people in office, and then you look at the people they serve. They're trying to always redraw districts, political districts.
Yeah.
So they can have voting advantage. I mean, let's think about that. They did it here in Florida. Even, they're trying to draw the district so that they can win these elections. And
yeah. Do you think? Okay, look at this pantry. Let's take a look at this pantry or food place or whatever. Look at the people in the line. Do you notice the similarities? It's just a certain group of people.
Yeah. Well, here you probably find it's mostly probably Hispanic and African American here. And of course, I mean, the neighborhood is somewhat that way. But,
right.
It is what it is.
It's affecting the minorities. Period. Point blank. Mostly.
Exactly.
And you said this started about a year ago. So
I can't say. I know for a fact that they've been doing this at least for a year or whatnot.
But it hasn't been here since 1920.
Oh no. At least not that I know of.
Yeah, man. So, I'm going into all neighborhoods. These neighborhoods, I'm going into different neighborhoods. I want to talk to everybody. Black folks, white folks, Chinese, whatever color, race, ethnicity. Because I need a sense of the real feel. I just don't need one opinion from one person. I want the general public opinion of the political climate in Florida today. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. And is there anything else you want to say?
No. I
pretty much explained.
Yeah, it's you kind of caught me on a bad day. These are the kind of things that we all need to kind of sit down and think about. Because sometimes as people we get caught up in everyday life that we forget to realize that our elected officials and whatnot really impact us more than we realize.
They do.
And if you don't get out there and vote or take the time
and talk about it,
understand what's going on, and talk to your neighbors and say, hey, and realize, hey, what's going on in your community, what's going on in your state, what's going on in your country and whatnot.
Right.
So the national debt is an issue. And I'm wondering what's going to happen to Social Security.
Right.
All those kind of things. So.
It's a lot on the table.
It's a lot.
A lot.
It's a lot.
Thanks for your time, man.
Hey,
So
brother,
I'm on the